K8 LCD, are you out there for the net tonight?
This is WB8 LCD. Yeah, hey, I'm here, Bob. I've been working away at something, and I just lost track of the time. Give me about a minute and a half here.
Roger that. Just wanted to make sure.
All right. Hey, it is now 8:04 local time. Time for the PCARS Thursday night 2-meter net. My name's Tom, WB8 LCD, and I want to welcome you to the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Thursday night 2-meter net on the K8IV repeater. I'll be using the club call K8BF for the net tonight. This repeater also accepts inputs from Echolink, so I'll be asking for check-ins from around the corner to around the world here on the Kent repeater. This repeater receiver is located in Sugarbush Knolls using a PL tone of 118.8 plus Echolink through the K8BF-L Echolink node. This repeater system also accepts input. I said that. Never mind. I'll be your local control operator this evening. As always, if you have any emergency or priority traffic, you may break into this net at any time. This is a directed net, and all calls will go through net control. You don't have to be a member of PCARS to check in and say hello. Everybody's welcome. PCARS meets the second Monday of every month at 7 p.m. The monthly meeting is held at the American Legion Post 496 in Kent. Post is located at 1945 Mogador Road. We'll look forward to seeing you there this coming Monday. The PCARS website is located at www.portcars.org, and you can get more information on the PCARS website about our special interest groups and all the other activities that we have going on. Check out the award-winning newsletter on the club website for all the information on these and other PCARS activities. During this net, I'll take pauses when asking for Echolink check-ins since they have a slight delay in audio. When you check in, please give me your call sign, name, and location. I'll acknowledge each call sign as I get them. Please be aware that the repeater system has a 4-minute timeout on it, which actually gives you quite a bit of time for talking. So, with that, I'm going to take in Echolink and Echolink-only check-ins. I don't have it up here, but if you're on the Echolink link and would like to check in, please call K8BF now.
Uniontown.
Well, I heard Uniontown. The rest of that got cut off. I'm presuming that was Bob, WB8OVQ.
Yes, that was Bob, WB8OVQ in Uniontown.
All right, well, go ahead, Bob, and give us your comments. And I only knew it was you because I heard Uniontown and recognized your voice. So you're up. Go ahead with your comments.
Well, I think I'm glad it finally rained and warmed up. I'm getting very tired of the cold weather, but it's warmed up. And also, just a reminder, there is a Hamfest Sunday, which happens to be my birthday, out in Pennsylvania, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. Oh, Butler, Pennsylvania. Just you know, it's hour and a half drive away. It's not bad. May want to check it out. And that's all I got. WB8OBQ.
Hi, Bob. Well, hey, thank you for your check-in there. And is Karen right behind you waiting to make hers?
Hi, this is Karen, WD8BIW in Uniontown. Yes, I'm enjoying this lovely weather we're having, and finally got some rain today. I'm busy packing my suitcase. I'm leaving Saturday with my sisters, and we're going to Florida for a week. And yes, Bob's going to be all by himself with the cat, so he's totally excited. And that's about all I have. Back to the net.
All right. Thank you, Karen, for checking in. Party at Bob's house on Saturday, and we'll all be looking forward to that, I'm sure. All right. Anyone else out there on Echolink, please call K8BF now.
K8BF, here is WB2RPW, Gary in Eatontown, New Jersey. Very good evening to everybody on the net, and had some doctor's appointments this week, got some stuff to straighten out, but we're in a good place and looking forward to field day. K8BF, WB2RPW, back to net.
All right, Gary, good deal. Glad to hear you out there, and glad things are all going well for you. We'll be looking for everybody on field day. I won't be at any particular place, but I'll be everywhere, which is always a fun thing to do. All right. Actually, I'm trying to get Echolink up and running here, but I'm not being successful at that this morning or this evening, so I'll just keep doing what's doing here. But 7-3, Gary, and wish you the best out there, and we'll take the next station on Echolink.
This is Kim, K8SMS in Stowe. Had a great week, but hey, if anybody's got any advice on how to cramp down a wire antenna around an insulator for antenna half wave, let me know. I have a kit that I got from ARRL, and it came with little pieces, but I can't find the pieces, so I'm wondering if I can just tie it to the insulator and then maybe put some heat wrap around it.
All right, Tim, make sure I got your call sign right. Kilo Echo 8, Sierra, Mary Sierra, and that's Tim with a Tango.
You have everything right except for Kim with Kilo.
All right, Kim with a Kilo, we got you there, and hopefully some other stations will check in here in a minute or two and throw out some suggestions for you. So appreciate you stopping by tonight, Kim, and we'll look for you over the rest of the year trying to get that 2020 PCARS 20th Anniversary Net Check-In Award that we've got coming up. All the details will come out at the meeting on Monday night, so I hope you'll be there, or at least be on the Zoom, and we'll give you the details of that. But got 4 of you in here so far. All right, next Echolink check-in. Is there another one out there? Please call K8BF.
K8BF in the net from W8HFZ, Tim, Uniontown. Good evening, Tom. Good evening to everybody on the net. Nothing new here. I enjoyed the rain this afternoon. Made for a pleasant little afternoon nap. And not much else going on here. So I will turn it back over to you. K8BF from W8HFZ.
All right, Tim. Well, hey, appreciate you checking in here tonight. And I do have that badge for you, so hopefully you make it up to the meeting on Monday. And, yeah, we didn't have much rain up here. My wife said it rained for just a little bit over the lunch hour, but I never saw it happen. And personally, I'm still waiting for my lawn to get dried out from all the rest of it that we had. A couple more nice warm days with a little bit of a breeze, and I'm sure we'll be all set. So, all right, Tim, thank you for checking in. And is there anyone else on Echolink? Please call K8BF now. Nothing heard. If somebody's out there and they see someone pop up on the Echolink screen, just give me a shout. All right, second, we'll take local RF check-ins. I'm looking for check-ins with announcements for the net or news for the net. So this would be where club officers, anyone with an announcement of what's going on with PCARS, give me a call now.
QE, Bob here in Talmadge.
NAQE, Bob, we've got you there from Talmadge, and I appreciate you waking me up here, but go ahead with your announcements, Bob.
Hi, Tom. Yeah, I would have did that if I didn't find you. Anyway, reminder that this Saturday at 1 o'clock, we're going to do the ARRL International Digital FT8, FT4 contest at the PCARS Club site. We're going to do a presentation by Ken, WA8LRW, on how to best contest with FT8, FT4, and then Ken and I are going to help everyone who comes out that wants to operate, learn how to really operate well doing FT8 and FT4 for contesting, especially focused on field day coming up for those operators who are going to run FT8. Other than that, Tom, been a great week for me. I mean, I worked the Azores on 6 meters last evening, got Norfolk Island on 10 meters tonight, but the bands haven't been very good, but it seems that sporadically there's just a lot of surprises. All right, that's it. Back to you, Tom.
All right, Bob, thank you for that, and I will attest to the fact that you know, a lot of people say the bands are dead or they're quiet or there's nothing going on. And the antidote to that is sit in the chair in front of the radio and spend some time just listening around and be there when they open, because there's a lot of short openings that turn out to be pretty good, like Bob just experienced there. There's also an old saying, I guess, I just learned of it at Hamvention this past month. A couple weeks ago, talking to another friend of mine, and he said, you know, there's this saying, you know how to take a guy who's a really active ham radio operator and get him almost completely off the air? I said, no, and he said, well, make him a section manager. So I can relate to that. It sometimes just takes up a lot of time. All right, anyone else with announcements for the net? Please call K8BF now.
K8TOA.
K8TOA. Greg, go ahead with your announcements.
Okay, I just thought I'd remind everybody, in case anybody wants to have a test, take a test or whatever, we'll be testing at the club site on Saturday at 10 a.m. So you might want to spread that around and see if we can have a few more people show up to take a test. That's all I have for announcements. Thanks for running the net tonight, Tom.
All right, Greg. Well, hey, thanks for checking in. appreciate you being out there. And if anybody has a chance and wants to upgrade their license, get out there to the PCARS testing site and give that a try. You know, if you're a technician class license and you want to upgrade to general, it's not a huge step. It's very easily done, and you could probably study between now and Saturday and get enough to get that and get involved in the world of HF and all the other things that AM radio has to offer. So I would encourage you to do that. All right. Anyone else with announcements? Please call K8BF now. All right. This is K8BF. My name's Tom, WB8LCD, Net Control Operator, and this is the PCARS Thursday Night 2-meter net. And I'll now open it up for just general check-ins. So if you'd like to check in, please call K8BF now.
Kilo Charlie 8, Romeo Kilo Delta, Jim in Brimfield.
K8RKD, Jim in Brimfield. I got you. Hang on, we'll come back in a minute. Next check-in, please.
AD9, ZDY, Kilo Delta Niner, Zulu Delta Yankee. This is Steve in Kent.
KD9, ZDY, Steve, we got you there from Kent. Next check-in, please.
W8KNO, Joe in Hiram.
W8KNO, Joe, we've got you there from Hiram. Thank you. Next check-in, please.
Kilo Delta 8, Oscar Bravo Alpha, Ken in Ravenna.
KD8OBA, Ken from Ravenna. We got you there, Ken. Next check-in, please. Well, here's an idea. Let's go up to KC8RKD, Jim in Brimfield, and pick up any comments you got. Jim, go ahead.
Good evening, Tom and everybody on the net. Not a whole lot. I actually have 2 days off in a row for a change instead of working 6 days a week. So I took a great advantage of the weather and got a bunch of yard work done and get some stuff done in the garage. Figured I'd take a little break here and get on the net. I haven't been on the net in a while because I've been working a lot. Hope everybody's having a great weekend or a great week. And with that, 73 stall, KC8RKD, back to net.
All right, Jim. Hey, appreciate you spending some time with us, and glad you got a couple days off to get a few projects done. That's always a good thing. KD9ZDY, Steve, over to you, sir.
This is Steve, KD9ZDY. Had a good opportunity the past few days to go to the impromptu net night at the club site last week, and this past Tuesday went to the SIG meeting, special interest group meeting about Raspberry Pi, hosted by Gene and some other members of the club, and that was real fun and very interesting. So, you know, I've been having a good week here with that. I'll just send it back to net. So this is KD9ZDY. Thank you.
All right, Steve. Hey, we appreciate you checking in here tonight. We'll head up north a little ways to Joe, W8KNO. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to everyone. I hope you are enjoying the day. The day here in Hiram was pretty good. I'm sort of envious of you people that had rain. I worked outside the whole day, and I think I got hit by 3 drops during the whole day. Worked cutting up a tree that is part of it had fallen down, hauling that off to the back, purchased some more flowers. I put those in pots and watered them and fed them. So things are getting started for the summer finally, and I liked it because I like the weather warm. I was able to take my sweatshirt off finally. So with that, everyone enjoy the weather. And oh, and let's see, radio, I worked a POTUS station down in Oklahoma when I came in and was checking things out. So Back to you, Tom. W8KNO.
Hi, Joe. Hey, I'm with you on that. I'd rather take a sweatshirt off than have to put another sweater, sweatshirt, and jacket on just to try to stay warm. So I like the warm weather too. And you know, we don't get enough of it here, but here I am. So I'll deal with it. All right, next up we got Ken, KD8OBA. Good evening, Ken. How you doing?
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm doing just great. I didn't do a whole lot outside, just kind of straightening up a little bit. I had to pick up some limbs that had been down and I just didn't get to. Started working on a G5 RV for POTA. just put something together real quick there, and real light and real quick. I got all the parts done. We had to go into town there for a while this afternoon. Then it started raining a little bit, and I was just sitting here listening to the rain bounce off the roof here a few seconds ago. I think it kind of backed off of it now, so hopefully well, I guess it's supposed to rain tomorrow yet, so hopefully Saturday it'll clear up and be a pretty decent day. So other than that, there's not much else going on. I'll catch everybody out there next SIG or whatever. Maybe catch you out at the POTA somewhere. KD8OBA, back to net.
Ken, well, hey, don't forget we got the club meeting coming up Monday night. Hope to see you there. All right, this is WB8LCD, net control operator for the K8BF club net going on here tonight. As you can tell, my mind has just kind of been jello here lately, but we'll get over that one of these days. So, looking for some more check-ins to the PCARS Thursday night 2-meter net. If you'd like to be the next check-in, please call K8BF now.
AC8QG, Nick in Stealth.
AC8QG, we got you there, Nick. And I'll see if there's a couple more out there. Next check-in, please. All right, I'm hearing someone trying to get in, but just isn't quite making it. So give it one more shot, and we'll see if we can catch you.
D8 DAU, Dan in Suffield.
D8 DAU, Dan, we got you there from Suffield. Next check-in, please.
Kilo 8, Papa Julie Whiskey, K8PJW, Philip, Twinsburg.
K8PJW, Phil, we got you there from Twinsburg. Next check-in, please.
Papa 4, Victor Zulu, Mike from Manway, in town.
All right, let's see here. I got Kilo Papa 4, Victor Zulu, Mike from Manaway, and there was another station in there. The other station there, again, you're kind of clicking out, backing out. Try it one more time here. All right, well, we'll take some comments while we wait. Nick, AC8QG, over to you, sir.
Well, good evening, everybody. Just, bouncing around from, thing to thing. So been pretty busy, but had a chance to jump on the net a little bit late. So glad to take a couple minutes and hear some familiar voices and put my voice out there. And yeah, you're getting a little bit of third-party traffic here from somebody on my lap. So we'll work on his ham radio license here too. So we'll have all the kids studying, including the 1-year-old. Anyway, yeah, with that, I'll just turn it back to Net, and I'll be clear and listening. This is Nick, AC8QG.
Hey, Nick. Well, hey, good job on the multitasking there. That's a good way to get them going on it. I've got, well, my kid's not sitting on my lap, but she started early listening to me. We used to ride in the car when we went to school together, when I dropped her off at school, and she would always listen to the conversations going on the radio and, want me to ask people what kind of pets they had. So that's turned out to be a good thing through the years. And I'll just, if you guys don't mind, I'll go ahead and log Jenny into the net here, KD8LIR, because she's listening intently to everybody out there. So, all right, well, good to hear you, Nick, and keep up the good work there. I'll turn it over to Dan, WD8DAU. Good evening, Dan.
Good evening, Tom. Everybody on the net. I was running some FT8 before the net, and I worked Ukraine, so that was a first for me. WD8DAU.
Yeah, good deal. I haven't really thought about it, but Ukraine was always pretty easy for me to catch. I've got a lot of cards from Ukraine, but I imagine over the last couple of years it might be a little bit more difficult to find someone on the air there. But hey, good deal. It's always good to hear about working some DX. Congratulations on that. Next up, we got KPJW, Philip from Twinsburg. Good evening, sir.
K8BF, KPTW. Good evening, Tom, and good evening to all the netizens on board tonight. Great to hear everyone. Yeah, we're sitting here at 70 degrees and cloudy, waiting for the rain to come in. We haven't seen any yet, but it's forecasted for this evening and into this morning, so we'll see what happens there. Anyway, we're headed off to Lansing this weekend. My youngest one lives there, and we have found an opportunity to go up and visit them for the weekend and spend some time together, so it's long overdue, and we're looking forward to it. So that, other than that, we got our van in the shop, so getting it ready for summer vacation. There's a few little maintenance things we got to take care of, and then it should be ready to go, and that should be fun as well. With that, I'll hand it back to you, Tom. Thanks for doing the net. This is K8PJW. Back to the net.
All right. Well, drive careful in all your travels, and certainly enjoy the ones up to Michigan to visit with your son. All right, and bringing it a little bit closer to home here, Mike, KP4 Victor Zulu. Good evening, Mike. How you doing?
Tom, good evening, everyone. Well, today I have a little fun cutting my yard, waiting for the rain. Didn't get here, and hopefully get tonight because I need water for my garden. Also, we have a great SIG. It was a great SIG this past Tuesday. We have 17 people. That the most we have in a SIG in years. A lot of people in that small room, and we have a lot of fun. It was 9 o'clock, and there were still people outside. That's how great that SIG was. Tom, back to you. This is Kilo Papa for Victor Zulu.
All right. Well, that's great to hear. And sometimes you got to just shake it up a little bit and try something new, and people come out of the woodwork. So that was a good topic to pick, and probably going to have a few more of them from what I understand. So glad you were there and heard good things about what you had to share too. So appreciate it. All right, that brings me to the end of the list again here, and this is Tom, WB8LCD, Net Control Operator for the Kilo 8 Bravo Foxtrot PCARS 2-meter Thursday night net. I think I got it right that time. All right, do we have any other check-ins? Please call KBF now.
November 8, Romeo Kilo Echo.
N8RKE. Give me your name and location.
Yes, sir. My name is Larry, and I'm located in North Royalton. That's in Cuyahoga County.
All right, very good, Larry. Hey, we appreciate you stopping by with us here this evening. Have you got any comments for our net?
Not really. Just a nice evening for playing radio. It's a little wet out there. Overcast. I don't know whether we're getting more weather or not, but I think you guys being a little south of us, you probably got a little bit more weather than we did. but it's all good. Everything seems to be under control. Hope everyone has a good evening. N8RKE, back to net.
All right, Larry. Hey, we appreciate you stopping by, and you're welcome here anytime that you want to check in. And I would also mention that our PCARS monthly club meeting is Monday night coming up at the American Legion Hall in Kent. So if you're out driving around and just looking for something to do, stop in and say hi. We'd love to meet you in person. All right, and any other stations out there that would like to check in, please call K8BF now.
KD8WCK, Rick in Shalersville.
KD8WCK, Rick, we got you there. What's going on?
Well, not a whole lot, but I have run across some information on DMR that caught my interest. I kind of set DMR aside a couple of years ago. I haven't done anything to speak of with it. And I found a program, and I don't know, the program is called QDMR. I have no idea if the program's any good. But it had some of the best documentation about what DMR really is of anything I've read. So I've been going through that and trying to set up private call channel to a friend of mine in Arkansas. Haven't quite got that to work yet, but something to play with. So, hey, you always have something new to take your time in amateur radio. I was pleased last night I made 25 contacts on FT4, FT8 after bedtime. So that was kind of nice. I hope everybody, on 20 meters, 20 meters is surprisingly good later than you would expect sometimes. So, back to net, this is KD8WCK.
All right, appreciate that, Rick. And I've been operating 20 meters many times at field day in the wee hours of the morning, and it's always been interesting. There's always some sporadic activity going on. You'll sit there and hear nothing for 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden you'll make a whole bunch of cues in a row, and then it'll kind of disappear again. But when it's there, it's good. So don't ever give up on it. All right, appreciate you stopping by, Rick. And this is K8BF. Anyone else that would like to check in, please call.
K8TOA for a recheck.
Go ahead, Greg.
Okay. Well, we didn't get much rain here, just a few drops. Before I left here, I wanted to wish Bob a happy birthday and Karen a great week on Florida. Good vacation. And again, thanks for running the net there, Tom. Appreciate that. You might hear from me tomorrow. I think we have somebody we have to get a certificate ready for, so I'll give you a shout tomorrow. With that, 73s, and everybody take care and be good, and we'll catch whoever up there at the club site Saturday for testing. This is KTOA out.
All right, don't try to copy my operating skills there, Greg. All right, anyone else that would like to check in, please call K8BF.
K8BF, this is Whiskey Alpha 8, Uniform Whiskey Victor, Doug in Talmadge.
WA8UWV. Doug, good to hear you from Talmadge. Go ahead with your comments.
Okay, we were having a good session of splitting firewood this morning, and going right along, and the wife called up. She was out shopping, I guess. Called up and said it's starting to rain. So I quickly put the log splitter back in the barn and put the tractor back in the barn, closed it all up, and came in the house and waiting for it to rain. The garden called me and says, "Hey, I need some rain." Anyway, it never rained here. we're dry as a bone. Whatever. Hoping for some rain tomorrow. I don't know if it'll rain or not. Probably not. Whatever. Anyway, everybody have a good evening. K8BF WAUWV.
All right, Doug. Well, hey, we've had enough rain here that my ground is pretty well needs a couple more days to get unsaturated. So it's okay with me. In fact, I'd prefer it didn't rain tomorrow so I could mow my lawn tomorrow night. But we'll see what happens. This morning I was looking at the radar map, and it looked like there was a pretty good system headed towards us, but I guess it just kind of fell apart before it got here. Oh well, some of us get it, some of us don't, just the way it is. All right, anyone else out there that would like to check into the PCARS net, please give K8BF a call now.
KF8ADQ, Joe in Brimfield Township.
All right, Joe, ADQ. Give me your prefix again.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Alpha Delta Quebec.
All right, we got it, Joe. Good. Go ahead with your comments.
This is KF8ADQ. Like others have said, I attended the Raspberry Pi SIG on Tuesday and had a great time. It's really nice meeting other people and getting to see what other people are doing with the Raspberry Pi. Looking forward to future SIGs and hopefully being able to help out other members. I am not an expert, but I definitely learned a lot and do enjoy using Raspberry Pis for different projects, so definitely want to make myself available if anyone learn more about Raspberry Pis or has some issues, and maybe if we could put together a Build a Pi event, I definitely wouldn't mind helping with that. On radio news, I did finally get my half-wave end-fed antenna up in a tree with some help from a neighbor, and I am finally back on the air, and I'm getting decent connectivity. My 8 meter or 80 meters needs tweaked a little bit. Its SWR is kind of towards the end of the band, so I might need to pull the antenna down and shorten it just, or maybe lengthen it just a hair, I guess. But other than that, I think I'm doing good. So I'm unfortunately will not be able to attend field day. I've got some family commitments overlapping that, so I am not going to be able to do that, but looking forward to seeing all you on Monday for the PCARS meeting. So KF8ADQ, back to net.
All right, Joe. Well, hey, it'll be good to see you out there, and we'll look forward to it. Anyone else? This is the PCARS net. Please call now.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Alpha, Jeff in New Franklin.
All right, you caught me off guard there. Is that Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Alpha?
Roger. Coming through Echolink. I can hear you clear as day on the FM, but for some reason I can't get into the repeater. Don't know if I got a PL tone or just not enough power. Just hanging out, listening to you guys, and having fun for the evening. KF8DTA back to control.
All right. Hey, and if you would, please give me your name and location again.
Roger that. It is Jeff in New Franklin Township down towards Akron.
All right. we got it there. Appreciate you checking in here tonight. I've got you marked down as Echolink, and the PL tone is 118.8, and depending on where you're at in Akron and what kind of antenna and power you're running, it can be a little rough getting in from some areas of Akron. So we'll give you a pass on that, but I don't think I've talked to you ever before, Jeff, so good to hear you on the air, and I hope you'll join us again next week. Appreciate you stopping by. This is K8BF, and still looking for check-ins. If you're out there and just haven't checked in yet, give us your call now. Last call. This is K8BF. This is the PCARS Thursday night 2-meter net. Looking for your check-in. If you haven't called, give me a call now.
AC8QG recheck.
AC8QG, go ahead, Nick.
Well, I just have a quick message to essentially relay. But there are two of our club members, Bernadette, K8LWO, and Agnes, 88IR, who are in Japan right now, and they have been trying to get Echolink to work, and it's been coming and going, and looks like they're probably not going to be able to check in here, but I am just relaying to all the people out there that they were giving it a shot, trying to check in from Japan. I think they're 13 hours ahead of us right now, so they were thinking of everybody in the club and trying to participate. Maybe maybe some other time they'll get it to work. But with that, I'll turn it back to Ned. This is AC8QG.
All right, Nick. Hey, thanks for passing that on to us, and I'm glad to hear they're out there. Can they hear us at all? I don't know, but just glad to hear that they're thinking of us, and that would have been nice if they'd have been able to check in. So hopefully next week they'll be able to make the trip. All right, any of your other kids there with them?
No, it's just Agnes and Bernadette out there in Japan right now. But yeah, I know they heard some of the net, but I think maybe the cell connection's been a little bit spotty wherever they're at. So they're struggling a little bit there. Although I did just run into someone who got home from karate that'll like to check in, so I'll pass it over to him here. This is AC8QG.
Good enough.
Alpha Delta 8, Foxtrot, Quebec. Ben in Stowe.
88FQ. Ben, we got you there from Stowe. Do you have any comments for us tonight?
Mostly just enjoying myself right now. I'm preparing for a trip to Curacao in a month, so that'll be fun. Other than that, I got a bit of free time in the next week and a half, maybe play some radio then. And after that, I got a bunch of activities that I'm going to. 88FQ, back to net.
All right, Ben. Well, hey, glad we caught you coming in there on the tail end of the net. And it looks like altogether we've got about 23, 24 check-ins here tonight. Not counting Bernadette and Agnes because they didn't quite make it, but not bad. So I'll just try one more time. If there's anyone else out there that has not yet checked in and would like to, please call K8BF now. All right, hearing nothing else, I'll go ahead and close this net. I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to check in with us tonight. Your participation is greatly appreciated. PCARS would especially like to thank the K8IV repeater owner for allowing us to use the repeater system for the PCARS net. I'll now turn the repeater back to regular amateur use. 73 to everybody out there. Hope to hear you again. This This is K8BF clear, and also WB8LCD. I'll be clear, 7-3.
K8TOA, K8TOA, this is KDAWCK calling. Are you around, Greg? I heard KD8WCK is clear.